Hello everyone, a very pleasant day to you. Here are the top stories. These are: Federal government reviews why air ticket prices cannot be reduced. Bayelsa Deputy Governor Lawrence Erujapo is dead. Speaker Amewule accuses Fubara of using 600 billion naira to divide state assembly. On the foreign scene, U.S. sanctions 6 small ships after seizing oil tanker of Venezuela. A very good day to you and welcome to Fastness News Port Harcourt. I am Becky Osoro. Now the news in details. Against the lamentations by air travelers over what they described as outrageous airfare in the country, the federal government stated it lacks the legal authority to regulate or fix domestic airfares because the aviation sector has been fully deregulated for decades. Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development Festus Keyamo San made this clarification while briefing State House correspondents after the Federal Executive Council FEC meeting presided over by President Bola Tinubu at the presidential villa. The minister explained that the policy of deregulation, which grants private airlines freedom to set their own ticket prices, dates back to the administration of former military president Ibrahim Babangida. Government has absolutely no powers to fix prices for private enterprises. That is what deregulation means. But that doesn't mean we are leaving the airlines without engagement, Keyamo stated. The minister noted a major development under the current administration that promises relief the return of a major international aircraft lessor to the Nigerian market after nearly 2 decades. Moving on to Bayelsa State has been thrown into shock following the sudden death of Deputy Governor Senator Lawrence Erujapo. The former senator slumped in his office after around midday and was immediately rushed to the Federal Medical Center in Yenugua, where he was pronounced dead shortly after arrival. Eyewitnesses and officials at the Bayelsa State Government House said the deputy governor collapsed unexpectedly while attending in official duties. His death has also been confirmed by Lere Olayinka, media aide to the FCT Minister Ike. Efforts to revive him at the hospital were unsuccessful. Senator Erujapo, age 60, has served as deputy governor since February 2020 and previously represented Bayelsa West in the Nigerian Senate. Details surrounding the circumstances of his death are still emerging. You are listening to news on Fastness News Port Harcourt. Let's go for a short break. When we return, bring to you more details as the Speaker Amewule accuses Fubara of using 600 billion naira to divide state assembly. On the foreign scene, U.S. sanctions 6 more ships after seizing oil tanker of Venezuela. Please stay with us. Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, you're listening to news on Fastness News Port Harcourt. We now bring you the rest of the news. Moving on to Rivers State, the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Martin Amewule, has accused the state governor, Sim Fubara, of misappropriating the 600 billion naira left after the emergency rule. Amewule alleged that Fubara was using the money to try to divide the state assembly. Speaking during his press conference in Port Harcourt, the state capital, the speaker warned that the legislature in the state is not for sale. The outgoing administrator during the emergency rule left over 600 billion naira in the account of Rivers State. The speaker also accused Fubara of spending money and awarding contracts without the approval of the state assembly. Since September, when we met, the governor had been spending without approval, awarding contracts to his cronies and celebrating it on social media. We now move on to the foreign news. The U.S. Treasury has imposed sanctions on 6 more ships and 3 nephews of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. This follows the seizure of an oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela yesterday. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says the tanker, known for carrying black market sanctioned oil, will be taken to U.S. ports. Venezuela's government has accused the U.S. of intentional piracy, saying its objective has always been to seize Venezuelan oil without paying any compensation. Donald Trump has ramped up his rhetoric against Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro in recent months, accusing him of forcing criminals into the U.S. and facilitating drug smuggling, which Maduro denies. That's all in the news this hour. We now bring you highlights of the top stories so far. We brought to you the federal government reviews why air ticket prices cannot be reduced. And also, Bayelsa Deputy Governor Lawrence Erujakpo is dead. Speaker Amewule accuses Fubar of using 600 billion naira to divide state assembly. The foreign center brought to the U.S. sanctioned 6 small ships after seizing oil tanker of Venezuela. Do remember, as we celebrate this Yuletide season, the spirit of renewal inspires us to build a society where justice is firm, empathy is strong, and every voice is valued. I am Becky Usora from I and the entire team in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Many thanks for watching. Bye for now.